This is Dr. Kumar. Welcome to Chem 170. This is the first semester general chemistry course, and this is the lecture part. There's also a laboratory component attached to the course, which is CHM 171. So I'm here just to welcome you to the course and just give you a couple of tips or suggestions, whatever you may want to call it. So it'll make things easy for you as you're in the course. Okay. So first, this is a um, regular lecture based class, and so it's 16 weeks long, and our finals somewhere around December 10 or 12. So here's what I want you to do. The course page should be open uh, tomorrow sometime. I don't know what time, but it'll be open on August 14. Maybe it'll open up at midnight. I don't know. You may have to check. But the course page should be up and running tomorrow. Here's the two things I want you to do is just watch the welcome video and also just go through the syllabus. Okay. The rest, I don't think it matters so much at this point. Okay, as you're watching the video. Um, the course I have restructured it in such a way that it is a little bit more meaningful and more easy to work with. Okay, so there are two exams, two midterm and one final. You can get the dates of the exams on the syllabus, and there will be quizzes and homeworks. The quizzes, you get 3 attempts, and I do not recommend any of you to go kill all 3 attempts in one go. Just take one attempt and then see how you do. As you attempt each question, write down those questions and the corresponding answer choices. Most of the time the quizzes will be multiple choice. The homeworks, however, are not always multiple choice, but the quizzes are. So I recommend you write down the question and the corresponding choices. The questions are not timed, so you can take as long as you want on a single question. But if you sign out of the system, that means that's considered a attempt, and you would be done with the quiz one, say the first attempt. So make sure you finish the quiz once you start it. Okay, if you don't, that counts as an attempt. And write down the question and the corresponding answer choices before you even attempt that question. Okay, and say you get it wrong, the quiz won't tell you which ones you got wrong, but so that's why I'm having you write down all the quiz and the answer choices. That's the way I have set it up, so you won't know which ones you got wrong. Um, and then when you come in to my office hours, which we will discuss during the first day of class, I usually get the student out a little bit just to make sure the office hours are actually beneficial rather than just being there for a reason. So when you come into my office hours, come in with those questions, get those questions answered, and go back and make the second attempt. Or you can also consult your peer who has secured a full score on it as an option. If you feel you want to talk to your peer first, then that's also welcome. And so that also encourages cooperative learning. So you can talk to your peer and get their opinion and then make the second attempt. Okay, and if that fails, then still you have to come ask me, get some ideas, and then go back and make the third attempt. Okay, the reason why the 3 attempts are set up are to promote learning. It's not about just grades. Okay, and on the homework, everyone in the class is entitled to one full redo of the homework. Okay, and this is something I've been inspired by a professor I have worked with in the past. And to him, just like me, it was always about learning and not about grades. So this is how you do it. To be eligible for the redo, your homework must be turned in on time, by the due date, by the due time. Only then you'll be eligible for redo. Say you have a family emergency or medical emergency, then you have to provide me with some kind of a proof why you couldn't turn in something or you couldn't do something. Then I'll give you an extension. In that case, you will be eligible for a redo. Okay, but without any excuses, if you just miss a homework, then then you probably can't turn in the first attempt as well, so the redo is probably out of question. So once you turn in your homework electronically through Moodle to me, I'll grade it and I'll give you comments on which questions you missed and why you missed it. And so you correct those questions with the correct answers supposedly this time, and then you write in your comments why you got it wrong the first time and why you think you got it right the second time. And then you send that file back to me, and then I'll regrade it and send you the grade for that particular homework. And then say if you've got a lower score and you got a better score second time, then I will give you the better of the two scores on your grade for the homework. And the purpose behind the 3 attempts on the quiz and the redo on the homework is merely to encourage learning and not get you caught up with just grades. Okay? And this also gives you an opportunity to realize what you have got wrong and why you got it wrong, and you have made the effort to correct it, which should make you more happy. And that's the reason behind the structuring of those two. And then there will be 2 midterm exams and a final. The midterms will be more compartmentalized, means what I have taught up until that point, I'll tell you what it is, and then you can prepare for that. The final will be comprehensive, which means it will include everything from day 1 till the last day of the material. And if you also look in the syllabus, there is something on page 4, I believe, is called a concept map. And the reason sometimes students might think chemistry is difficult and might find it difficult to maneuver through is because they cannot see the relationship between concepts. They may learn one concept and then they learn a second concept, but they're never told why they're learning the second concept more explicitly so that they can make the connection. And the common question is also, why do I have to take this class? Why do I have to do these concepts? Even if you're not necessarily doing it for a reason that I mentioned earlier, the second reason would be if you're planning on taking any professional exam like MCAT or nursing or pharmacy, there is a general chemistry section that's on the test. Okay, I'll share some questions with you on the first day of class. There is a 15% or 15 to 20% of the exam is made up of what you will learn in the first semester general chemistry and second semester general chemistry class. Okay, so if you save all my videos and notes that I will give you, all you got to do is just refresh that, and then also the test if you want at that point. I can make a copy of it for you, and the quizzes and the homeworks. That's all you have to study. You don't need a specialized tutor or some kind of prep program to help you get started for that. Okay, so that's the purpose why you're here, is you got to have that knowledge to tackle that 15 or 20%, say on the MCAT or any other professional exams that you might take. Okay, and if you choose to become a chemistry major down the road, then this course is very vital. This is the most foundational course. If you don't understand general chemistry 1 or 2, I don't think you can just go on to become a successful chemistry major, because this is everything you need to know to build your future advanced chemistry knowledge. With that said, the concept map is there to help you see through how every little thing in chemistry is so connected that not knowing or memorizing something is not going to help you get through further in your learning progression. Okay, what else I got to say? I guess if you have any other questions, just on the first day when the course opens tomorrow, just look through the video, watch the video, welcome video, and just run through the syllabus. And if you have any questions, just get back to me. Okay, and I will try my best to do some other learning technique called reverse flipped classroom. It won't be purely a flipped classroom, but what I would do is each week I will upload videos that I create myself. For time being, for week 1, I have uploaded a third-party video. I do not normally use too many third-party videos, but it's nothing wrong. But I will explain this philosophy a little bit later. But I will be uploading my own self-created videos, which you would also watch before you come to class. Not for the first class, of course, because we have to get started on this thing, but it's called a semi-reversed flipped classroom, if you want to call it that big. Is you would be asked to, if you follow the video and any resources provided, which you will read prior coming to class, which means if we do, and we will do a lot of in-class activities which will be geared towards the quiz and the homework. So if you come underprepared, not knowing what was in the video, then you're most likely going to struggle doing those in-class activities. The in-class activities are not just some activity to kill time, but they would really prepare you to handle the homework and the quizzes and potentially the exams really well. All right, so that's the learning philosophy. Is we're going to do a little bit of reversed flip classroom, because I don't really believe that you can lecture for 50 minutes or to an hour or an hour and a half and help students learn chemistry. I've taught chemistry for a long time and I'm a chemistry major, so I know chemistry is a visual subject. You've got to learn it visually, then talking about it. So I will try my best not to lecture as much, like I would stand in front and have you listen to me for an hour and a half or hour or however long the class might be. Okay. The moment you give students the opportunity to visually tackle what is being learned, then they have a better chance of grasping with the material. And eventually they will lose the fear of grades or the exams because they're so confident, hey, I can do this. I know this material thoroughly. Why would I even worry about what's going to be on the exam or the grade? And that's usually the mentality that I want you to go towards. So I will talk more about the flip classroom thing, little bit the semi-reverse flip classroom method while I see you all in class on the first day or the second day. I think I'll see you all on Tuesday, I believe. So I'll see you then. Just watch the video and walk through the syllabus and just come to terms with the course, and I'll see you all on the uh, 22nd, I believe. So good luck. Bye bye.